guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking this thing out on a cruise with the boys. So just warming up the car and then I'm going to pull it out and then head up to San Marcos and meet up with everybody. And yeah, I'm just going to bring you along. So let's get to it and show you guys that, this car actually drives with this setup. Wow, it's so nice that the freeways are empty because everyone's staying inside because of the coronavirus thing. But we're just going out for a drive. And I do need to fix my steering wheel. I already aligned the car, but I gotta flip the steering wheel to the right a little bit. But look how empty it is. Oh my god, it's so crazy. I don't know if it's just me too, but I've noticed that there's a lot of undercover cops ever since this whole thing happened. I've been seeing a lot of like undercover like explorers, or you know, the cop cars in general. So it's kind of weird. And I heard they're giving out tickets for people that were hanging outside, and you know, I'm not saying 6 feet away is cited and everything, but I mean, who knows? We met up and we cruised down here. 4-door DB with a Type R front end. This dude just needs a lip. Like that's all he needs, and some wheels. Got a Daniels hatch. You guys probably seen it in my past videos. On white Avan RGs. For some reason it looks like he went lower in the front. Unless he's got different tires. I think got different tires, I'm not sure. And I got my little hatch. The hell? You got a camera bag? I didn't know you shoot, Javi. Yep. Yep. It's a fuck long time you love photography. Where did Carlos go? Up on his beater. Took out his Mugen bucket and put it in a stock seat. Sergeant dead pedal and a Mugen pedals. Might be the last day to see this car. Got a buyer for it tomorrow. Sad to see it go, but it is what it is. Super clean. Even his windows, look. It's like he buffed his windows. OEM plastic mirrors too. Today is the first day of my furlough. If you guys don't know, furlough is pretty much being laid off of work or just not going to work. I didn't lose my job, it's just we weren't, busy. So they're gonna do volunteer furlough, and then after that they're gonna do forced furlough, of course. So I decided to just volunteer and just to take it off. I don't know how long I'll be off for, but I don't know. Supposedly they're giving my furlough from today till the 13th of April, and then if things don't clear up or get fixed by now, like the virus and stuff, then they're gonna extend it. So as of right now, I don't know, but all I know is I'm off for 2 weeks. We get to grind out some more content and of course work on the car. My brother's car, you guys can see I need to lower my brother's car. We gotta put the interior trim on, but we're not doing that today because my brother's actually still working. And for me, I need to get this car ready to, well, get the fenders ready to get sent back to paint, to get them painted. And before I need to do that, or before I send these fenders back to paint, I need to drill out these holes so I could put the moldings on. That's one thing that I've been lagging on. And, well, I think the main reason why I was lagging on it because I wanted to look for another pair of thin side moldings, but I remember a while back I always run across just like the front ones. Lately on eBay and everywhere I look, I can't find a pair. So I'm gonna take these off of my original fenders and then mock them up, drill a hole, and then shave it out with the Dremel and make it like a square, because these are, let's see, they are like square clips. So what I'm gonna do is pull this off. The side marker, I'm gonna leave on these fenders. I'm not gonna put on these fenders. So I need to take those off and then drill 2 holes. And once I get the moldings on and clip into place, take them back off, pull the fenders off, and send the fenders off to the body shop. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving them this fender, or one of these 2 fenders, so they could use this as a paint reference to match these fenders to the car. When I got the fenders painted, I let my friend use my gas lid, and the gas lid, it actually matches the fenders, but the gas lid's so tiny that in certain lightings the shade's different. But if you give them a bigger piece to match, it's a lot easier to color match. But one thing is, it's not gonna be 100% perfect. Matching metallic paint or just 3-stage or in general, matching paint is really, really hard, especially if you have a lot of flakes. So metallic paint. And what I'm gonna do, like I said, send the fenders with the fenders, my old fenders, because he matched my bumpers using the old bumpers that originally came on the shell, and the match came out perfect. It came out not 100% perfect, but like 90% perfect, and it's perfect. That's the plan. What I'm gonna do now is take those 2 off, use some pliers, pull them off, and then mock them up, drill them out, and then pull the fenders back out. Yesterday I was driving the car, cruising with everyone, and the car was pulling a little bit to the right, so I checked the alignment again this morning, and it was a little bit too towed out on the passenger side. So it's too towed in, it's too towed in on the passenger side. So I towed it back out, and now we should be good. Doing home alignments is actually not too bad. I might make a video on it if you guys want to see. Might do it on, I don't know, my brother's car or something. These are like alignment plates. Use tape measures. Super easy to use. I used to do the string method, but I decided just to spend the 50 bucks, get some toe end plates, or toe plates, whatever they're called, and do my alignment myself using tape measures. And it's more accurate too. So if you guys, oh, it's upside down. But it's by long acre or whatever, standard toe end plates. Pull out my Dremel, drilling a hole, winding that hole, slap the molding on, and pray that it's centered. Here is what the JDM thin side moldings look like. If you guys don't know, on EKs, and yeah, that's just I think that's it. But on EKs, you get these optional thin side moldings. You see how they're a lot thinner than the OEM factory fat ones. That's the only difference on these, but it makes it look so much better. It's more flush with the door compared to having a giant molding that's bulging out. I mean, of course, having the original fat moldings, it does protect your car from like getting like a cart pushed in, but they don't look as good as thinner moldings. And what I'm gonna do to kind of get it centered is I took it off over here and I put tape over. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a line around, or draw a line up top, and then kind of probably like draw around this too, or fill this in, just so I can get an idea of how big to drill the holes, praying that it's centered. The only downside is, since these are original fenders and this is a fiberglass fender, it's gonna be hard to see if this right here is like the same gap, because molds are very you know, not always perfect. So we're just gonna pray and kind of guess on how what's it called, how much you like drawing. Oh well, that was easy. I'll probably just do that since the thing is curved, and then we're just gonna do this, whatever, we'll make it work. That is so funny. This is actually working pretty well. Anyways, you guys get the idea. I'm not gonna completely drill it out perfectly. I'll slowly shave it away until it's snug. And damn, this fender's so dirty, so dusty. Now I'm just gonna peel it off and put it on the other fender. Let's see how good this is. Alright, this is kind of funny. It actually worked out pretty well. I guess the mold on this fender is actually pretty good. So this right here is on the line, this right here is on the bottom of the line, this right here is kind of like it's hard to say, but if you kind of like match it up to these two holes right here, like it's actually pretty perfect. So I think what I'm gonna do now is drill 2 holes and then slowly widen it out with my Dremel, and it's gonna be pretty easy because these are fiberglass, they're not metal, so it's a lot easier to mess with. Only downside is on fiberglass, if you mess it pretty bad, you lose all that material, so you gotta put fiberglass back in, or you know, remold it or whatever. So grab my drill, get the Dremel ready, and let's get to getting this molding in. What I'm gonna do is use this drill bit right here and drill out the hole, and then I'm gonna use this little bit on my Dremel to round it out, smooth it out, and make the molding fit.
I had the roses, but never your heart. I lived a dream, now I'm in the dark. Oh.
Might need some more trimming because it doesn't look like a fit. Yeah. We're gonna need to widen that one. Okay, that one's good. Widen this one a little bit more. A little bit more. It's like this front one is a little bit too tight. Nope. This one needs a lot of love. This one's a really tough one. Just because I guess the front clip was a little bit wider. There we go. Well, that's that. I just gotta dust this thing off real quick with most of it cleaned off. This right here snaps into place. There we go. At least it's has a molding now. Wow, that looks a lot better. That it was missing that for sure. Now to do the other side, and then we're gonna pull these fenders off, and we'll have to clean the back side because I know there's fiberglass behind that fender right now. It's almost 1 o'clock. I think the body shop should still be open, so we're gonna pull these off and bring it right over there, and then we'll see how long it takes for us to get these fenders back. But there it is with the molding. It was missing that for sure. That side's done. Now to take these off and pull the fenders off so I could go drop them off at paint tomorrow. But I'm just gonna go ahead and take out the fenders. Boom, 3 on each side, and then 2 at the bottom. Gotta take out the side skirt, and the fender should come right out. Oh, and the bolt underneath here. So I guess I'm just gonna take these off, and that's gonna be the end of the video. Not long, not much, but at least we got the moldings done. Now once I pull these fenders off, I'm gonna clean the chassis because there's fiberglass behind there most likely. So yep, fiberglass gets pretty messy. So peace out guys, all this others, and stay tuned for furlough day 2.